How's it going, everyone? So we're here to check out what is coming up in Rust, and you see the item store here and you're like, wait, is this the wrong video? What's going on? And also, why are these still the older skins? Well, that's because this video is recorded before the skins changed out today. But anyways, we're here to show the new item shop. This is something that should be merging with the update next week. And yeah, basically, now there is a 3D image that rotates around for you to take a look-see at the entire skin. And then everything is just much clearer. It's going to say what it breaks down into. It's going to say what the skin is for with a visual and everything. And hopefully this should be much more clear for people and how this all works. But yeah, there you go. You got a nice little viewer going on. But this isn't just for the limited store. It's also for the general stuff. So if you actually go in, you can see these great pictures of the building skins. Gives you a little more kind of idea of what it was, when it came out, more info. And then if you go into like the packs, this will actually have images of all the stuff that is included inside too, which is really nice. So yeah, it's just a really nice little update to the shop. Should make things a lot more clear. Definitely love how this one changes out. There it goes. So yeah, there you go, everyone. How do you feel about the new shop? I think this is actually a really nice thing. This should really help out people with, you know, thinking about what they want to grab and so forth. So you can just, you know, check it out. Boom, there's the sofa, etc. But with this, there's also the new tutorial mode. So if we actually go in and we go to our options, there's something that says Start Tutorial. And when you click this, it will reset the tutorial. You'll be asked when you want to play it the next time you die. But it will also delete sleeping bags. So if you're doing this when you're on a server you already established on, you probably don't want to because your bags will disappear. So before we get to showing you kind of the basics of the tutorial and how that works and what they've got implemented, let's go ahead and cover a lot of the upcoming stuff because there is a ton of things the Rust team is working on right now. And yeah, it is just a huge amount of stuff. And we're just gonna jump right into that. We've got Hack Week, and then we've also just got what's being worked on in general. All right, so jumping into things, we've got vehicle stuff going on. So first up in Hack Week, we had car weapons. And so far, it looks like they're working on a cannon that attaches to the front of your vehicle. Yeah, and it seems like that cannon will shoot rockets. So, hey, we'll just see. Now, again, this is something that is part of Hack Week. If you don't know what Hack Week is, it's basically a week where the devs get to kind of take off from what they're normally working on and just work on a passion project. And that passion project might not necessarily be something that's going to be put into Rust soon or ever at all. So it's more of like a play around with your favorite thing for a week or so, and we'll see how it goes kind of thing. So keep in mind, car cannon is a maybe, okay? But alongside with this, we still have a separate branch for a scrap plane of some sort. I haven't seen any work on it too recently, but it's still there, it still exists, and it has its own branch. And then, more recently, we have work on bicycles. So right now they're using the snowmobile, I guess, as a placeholder. But hey, one way or another, bikes. That's something a lot of people have asked for, are bikes. So I don't know if bikes just means motorbike or bicycle. It could be both. Who knows, one way or another. I think I rather see ATVs and motorcycles over a bicycle, but I think a bicycle would be a funny thing that just kind of fits Rust as well. So there's that. Moving on from that, we have a lot of changes coming to some monuments. So the harbor is seeing a lot of changes. It's basically being redone, and it may look completely different from what we remember. It's going to have quite a few different features. One being a cargo ship will stop at it, like literally pull up and you can jump onto cargo basically. That is one of the things they're working on. Then on top of that, There's also a crane in the works, and from the note you're seeing here, it looks like the crane will be functional in a way. We'll have to see what that is. It looks like maybe taking some kind of special cargo off a cargo ship for extra loot. I don't know. Hey, one way or another, it looks like it's adding more to the cargo ship docking temporarily than it just being a point for people to physically walk on. So it'll be very interesting to see how the whole event changes just from that. Then with that, we also have the compound being changed. And yeah, the compound just has a lot of stuff being done to it. From what I'm hearing, it's going to be something completely different, way more points of interest and stuff like that. And with points of interest, there's a brutalist church progressed. So hey, I mean, it's gonna be big enough to have a church in there. Who knows? I mean, definitely really cool idea. I mean, I would love to see Compound look like an actual little mini city or something. So who knows? I don't know. Maybe that's dreaming too far ahead. One way or another, definitely something to be excited about. In addition to that, we do have a few other little weird things, like the if you see this right here, it says the Welly Pets hat, and it's a merge. Now I guess that's a skin, and the Welly Pets, well, that's gonna be the frog boots. So we're getting a frog boot hat of some sort, maybe. Who knows? Okay, so that is another thing that's kind of interesting right there. Then in addition, we've got some Hackweek work on Clifs. Cliffs have been a thing that a lot of people have been complaining about and upset, so it looks like some work is being put into that with some extra love on the time they have there. In addition to that, they're still working on adding a scientist patrol alongside the Bradley, so that is something that is still going on. I don't know if that has anything to do with maybe the 2 new weapons that are also being worked on as well. And we'll go ahead and take a look at those. The first thing is going to be the military flamethrower is getting love. The artist, Tom, has actually redone the entire military flamethrower. This is what it looks like. And, well, looks like it's actually going to be a usable item, because as you can see here, it's being set up to be able to be put on gun racks. And, well, that means it's something we can have. Now, will it be craftable? I doubt it. Most of the military guns aren't. The only exception pretty much is the MP5, so we'll just have to see how that goes there. In addition to that, the minigun from way back when is getting worked on again, and it looks like it is being implemented into the game. So there we go. It's getting textures, it's getting everything, and it looks like it will also be something that players could potentially use. I don't know how all that's going to work out, but hey, who knows? Nothing's final one way or another. They're just putting it into the game. For all I know, there could be some beefy, heavy scientists carrying it, and it's just a new enemy we have to deal with. So we'll just have to see as more progress goes on with that. In addition to all of that, there is also a placeholder for the minigun ammo pack. Now, this is one of the things that makes me think that the minigun is going to be usable, because they're calling it an ammo pack. And we don't really, like, there's ammo boxes and stuff that drop on the ground for visuals, but I don't think that's what they mean. I think it's literally going to be like a backpack. Like, you have to wear an ammo pack to keep feeding ammo into this minigun. And now that we have backpacks fully implemented, that just makes sense to me, but I could be jumping. We'll just have to see. Again, that's a guess. I can't find anything past them just calling it a pack. It could literally just mean a box, and it's a visual thing, and it does nothing more than that. So don't hold me to it, just kind of guessing. So, past all this, we've got a couple other more exciting things going on. There's apparently a TC skin being worked on. Right now it's being called the Retro skin, and it looks like it will have a built-in screen that tells you what's in it, as long as you're authorized on it. So that is something that's pretty cool. People have been begging for tool cupboard skins, and it looks like that may finally become a thing. Now, obviously it's not gonna be community skins, but hey, first party skin, we'll know it'll be top quality and have awesome features like a built-in screen. So hey, that's something neat there. Then we've got a bunch of other things going on with Hackweek, but we do have one more kind of skin related thing, and it's wallpapers. We just recently started seeing commits coming up with wallpapers, and well, set wallpaper models and all this and that. Looks like we'll be getting building skin wallpapers, so you'll be able to wallpaper up the inside of your base. Now, what does this mean for rug skins that were kind of being used as wallpapers in game? I don't know. I'm assuming you can probably still just put them over the wall anyways, so we'll just see with that. But hey, are you excited for wallpapers? This is a really old concept, and I mean, really old, as you can see from this picture here. But hey, potential for this seems really cool. Moving along, Oil Rig is also getting a lot of changes to it. I'm not entirely sure when we'll all see it popping in, but just like Harbor and Compound, you can see that they are doing some work on it. And one of the rumors is they're going to be changing out how you really get into it, how you can see it, access, all this and that, the whole playability. And there's even a rumor that there might be a moon pool being added to it, so that means you can dock a submarine. But again, that I can't find any actual notes on, so we'll see how that goes. But again, hey, that could be a thing. Moving along, we have something that's very interesting looking, and who knows how this one's really going to pop in, but rocket boots. Yeah, literally rocket boots. These would allow you to charge and then jump really high and like over walls and stuff like that. Now, I don't know how much it would cushion landing or anything like that. Can you use a parachute with it? If you mess up, is it going to kill you? I mean, knowing Rust, it probably will. But hey, rocket boots is something, again, being played around with in Hack Week, but there it is. Definitely a very interesting one for sure. But moving along, we do have some other things that may pertain to gunplay changes. Now, again, Hack Week, like I said, doesn't mean any of this will actually come in, but if you look at some of these changes, fully added a way to fill pistol magazine from hand. That seems interesting. So it looks like they might be adding some possible dynamics to test out with gunplay, but we'll just have to see what that is. I don't know. How does that make you guys feel? I mean, that just kind of caught my eye, to manually by hand add pistol bullets. So, Anyway, the next thing is going to be heating. Everyone always complains how hard it is to set up heating, and it's a pain and so much extra electricity. Well, over here, Jake is working on full base heating and getting that all set up. Again, it's on Hack Week, so it might not be something too soon, but at least it is something that is being worked on. Then moving on, we've got something called meals. It looks like tier 2 cooking, or cooking in general, is going to be finally coming into the game somehow. We've got some Hack Week fun going along with meals. You've got everything from deer kebabs to, just working out how it will go and ingredient IDs and so forth. So, hey, I'm assuming they'll probably do some sort of buffs, kind of like Tease did, or Tease do in the game, I should say. And yeah, that's something that I could see a lot of people are either into or not, but you'll just have to see where it goes with this. Who knows, the buffs could be really, really worth it. And that brings me to the next thing. I did mention teas. Teas are also seeing some Hack Week love with something called tea prototyping. And with this, there's a bunch of different teas that are being played around with. I don't know if any of these will actually come to the main part of the game. We'll just have to see as it goes. But there is breathing underwater tea, tracking animals through objects tea, increased crafting speed tea, which I think was 50% faster, increased recycling speed, which doubles your recycling, explosive sense tea, which gives you an arc and blast radius when throwing explosives, health regen tea, slowly heals player by 1 HP when you're not in combat, auto smelt tea, which automatically smelts high quality metal, sulfur, and whatever in your inventory every 5 seconds. So while you're walking around, you're smelting, I guess, which seems, whoa, crazy. A tea that doubles the speed of weapon deploys. So you pull out that rocket launcher faster, maybe? Yeah, there's another one, a tea, if there's, I guess if you have more than 3 teas, you can start to get poisoned. Would be something that goes along with that. And then later on, they also added a horse laxative tea, which doubles the rate of horse pooping, but they still need to have food. Then there's a horse speed tea, which is a 30% increase for, I think, 10 minutes for a horse. And then a modular card speed, which doubles your engine power for 15 or 10, no, 15, I think it was 15 minutes. So yeah, that's quite a bit of stuff, honestly. So yeah, I don't know, some of those teas sound really, really OP, but some of them also sound very useful, so we'll just have to see how that goes. But that's pretty much it for all the stuff they're working on, so let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of the stuff we'll probably be having coming in this next week. Alright guys, nighttime. Nighttime is the one thing that has always driven everyone nuts. They always say it's too dark, blah blah blah, this and that. Well, the devs said they're working on it, and right now we've got Moonlight, and Moonlight just, it kind of, everything does have a little more of a glow to it, but if you notice when you look down, the moonlight kind of reflects off the ground in a circle around you. So you can at least kind of see a bit. You see how it's kind of like radiating out. And yeah, that's just kind of the first step here. So of course this isn't anything that's necessarily all done, but it does look like something that'll be coming to us very soon for everybody's feedback. So very big thing about that. I mean, very, very different. I mean, look, you can start to see into these bushes as you're going up to them. I think it's going to make a pretty big difference for a lot of people. So it's definitely a step in the right direction. And in addition to this, we also have an update to Vending UI. So with vending machines, it now has this very beautiful little UI that shows us everything that is there. It has pictures, and it's just much, much, much clearer. And if you get like a stacked up, let's see, let's go to Outpost, where... Here we go. You'll see that you have multiple vending machines. It'll show kind of a highlight, and then you can pull it down to see the full menu. And you can do the same here. To close it, open it, etc. So yeah, and this works for player vending machines, not just the official ones. And it's just a nice little UI addition. Again, just one thing, making life a little bit better. Alright, so this leads us to our last part. Let's check out the tutorial here. And so we're just going to hit Start Tutorial. And there's that. So then you're going to go ahead and kill yourself. And when you respawn, it should give you the option to do the tutorial now. Yep, there it goes. Start Tutorial or Close. So you can obviously close it if you didn't mean to. And you can hit Start Tutorial if you did. And it's going to put you on this island here with the mysterious survivor, and it seems that the two of you have crashed. So you can go ahead and respond however you feel like there. And he's going to send you on your first little quests. So first up, you know, it's going to tell you how to move around, and then you see in the top left there, you've got your first goal, which is going to be chopping some wood with your rock. And it has a nice little waypoint, just like the team waypoints. On a tree over here for you with further instructions on what to do. Not too bad of an idea to get this going. I think it's really nice, especially for people who just don't kind of know what's going on really, and anyone that is brand new, this is just a nice little thing. So now that we have that, it wants us to get some stone, and look, it puts a little stone marker on the stone over here for us. So then it teaches you how to craft. As you can see, it tells you the items that you're going to need to. And now that you've made them, you can go ahead and turn into your friend over here. So now he's going to teach you how to build basics. So there you go. He actually apparently grabbed some supplies. Also, you notice the new kind of E. That interact button is much more straightforward. So you can go ahead and loot some stuff from him here. And he's going to basically send you on a base building tutorial. And now that you have your building plan, it actually tells you where to build right over here. And yeah, so then you go ahead, patch it on up. And then it's going to say to do walls. And I love how it shows you how to place, you know, each individual one. And then it leaves one empty here because then it's going to teach you, oh, well, you know, you have to remember to leave a door. Don't forget to build a roof. There you go. So then you're going to head on over to this guy. Oh, okay, so we have to make a tool cupboard, a sleeping bag, and a door. Well, you know, very important things, and you'll see here he'll tell you what they all do if you like. We don't need to do that. And then he has some more resources he actually picked up for you. So you can come on over to the house, and sometimes crafting gets weird with the staging branch right now. So I'm going to let it craft each thing individually. I noticed if I try to do multiple things at once, it kind of freaks out a little bit. So we've got our door here. Our code lock. And let's see, is it going to make a tool cupboard? Okay, it's going to make a tool cupboard without crashing us. It kept crashing me earlier. So while we do that, then it says, well, you need to go out here and get yourself some cloth. You can hear some chickens over there. It's not quite them we're going for, right? But it's going to teach you over here how to do the hemp and so forth. And it nicely highlights each little plant for you as you're going. Oh, there's another one. And now you can make your sleeping bag. And I did run into one little issue with this tutorial. I crashed earlier. When I came back, my twig base had decayed. But you have to put each one of these items exactly where it wants you to, so you can't rebuild the base. So, yeah, you definitely want to rush on the tool cupboard in the tutorial. I'm sure all of that's, you know, going to change, of course. So then you can put this sucker down. And then they want you to put a little bag over there, and boom, you're done with this part of the tutorial, right? So then they say, well, you need to learn how to make a hammer, and then it teaches you upgrading and so forth. So it just kind of goes through all of that, and of course you can keep getting some more supplies over here. This guy is quite the wood farmer for you, it looks like. And yeah, it just continues along with all of that. But I'm not going to go through the whole tutorial for you, because I'm pretty sure most of you guys either want to experience it yourself or are already Rust veterans, and this isn't exactly something that matters to you. But one way or another, there it is, everyone. This is kind of the major stuff that's going to be coming for the next update. Sound off down in the comment section below how you feel about everything and all the exciting stuff on the horizon. And as always, thanks for watching, and stay rusty.